What's going on, guys? I am Simple Simon, and welcome to Collectible Show and Tell. It's been a couple of weeks since I've had one, but I'm excited to have today's guests on. Before I start, though, as always, if you're catching the replay, if you're watching live, make sure you check out the description. I've got the links to all these guys' Instagrams and YouTube channels, and I've also got a list of every previous episode. So if you want to see some previous guests and what they've got, make sure you check that out. All right. Let's quickly go through the chat. Bob's World was first. Bob's World was second. And then Rosko getting in there with third. Yep. Let's get him out of here. Cole, what's going on, mate? I'm out to eat, but saw the notification. Oh, cool. Thanks, mate. Enjoy your food. Hope it's lick-worthy. Some more. No, man, what's going on, mate? The man with the nunchucks. Jose, what's going on, mate? And the art chemist, what is up? And Brian, bit late, mate. Bit late. All right. I'm going to bring my guest. The first one who is returning. I'm excited to see what he brings today because last time he really went all out. As you could see in the intro, it is Rosko.
Oh, man. What's up, brother? I know. I showed a bunch of stuff the first time I came on, and I'm like, oh, I probably won't be on for quite a while or something. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, man, what am I going to show this time? I got to compare to last time. But thanks for having me again, brother. I appreciate it.
Well, if you saw in the intro, you're seeing people show toys and stuff, and then you bring up this giant, like ancient, like lolly dispenser or something.
Yep.
Like...
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. I tried to be different, man. I tried to be different.
You did, mate. You definitely brought some interesting stuff. That was a great show. It was you, Nick, and MadSpidey, I think, on that one.
Oh,
What's going on, Whack? All right, my next guest. He's been on my channel before. I think he was there for my 1K celebration. He's the president of the Comic Book Community Awards. Is Brian LCS. What's going on, mate?
Prepare to be underwhelmed with the collection that I'm showing tonight.
Yes.
You know what's funny? The way I choose, because I got a whole list of people, right? So literally when I do a show, I kind of go through that list of people and just heaps of people say no because they're busy, I get it. But the way I put them on the list is like, I watch their videos and I kind of see the background. If they've got stuff other than comic books, I'm like, oh yeah, they could probably be on there. So I look at yours, like, yeah, you got a giant squishmallow in the back. It's good.
Yeah, I might have to show that. That's a good call. I didn't even include that, but.
All right. And last but definitely not least, he's my arch nemesis in the Comic Book Community Awards for best hair. It is the man with the mullet. Tyler.
You forgot future winner.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I think you've got more fans than me, though, so you probably got me. What's going on, mate?
It's shaping up to be a whole lot of fun. Like it's like me, you, C-list E-Man, all poking crap at each other. It's great. I love it.
Yeah. All right. Let's get this show on the road. We normally start with the returning guest. So hang on, I'm pretty amateur at this. I don't do streams enough to be quick at this. Here we go. Rosko, you're up first, mate.
All right, so I'm gonna do this thing first, only because it's so ridiculous and that in my way and everything. So hold on, let me get this. Oh, what is this? Let me take this off and show my
Air seal. I hear you.
I made the noise. My Carmelo Anthony draft day New York City autographed mini basketball when he got out of Syracuse.
Very cool.
That's very.
Is that like a real basketball, or is it mounted onto the thing? Like,
no, it's a real basketball. If I wanted to, I could play with it. Yo, did it? Oh no! No, I'm just kidding. No, no, it's a real basketball though. But it was, but yeah, it's really signed. It's got a certificate of authenticity that fell when I opened it. So I don't know where that went, but it is real. I promise you. So
funny thing, I'm not like big in knowledgeable on sport. Well, back in the day, I was a big sports fan back when I was younger, but I know nothing about sports now. I don't know who Carmelo Anthony is.
Oh, well, he's one of the best. He played for the Knicks. I'm a big Knicks fan, but it's also cool because I graduated high school in 2003. So it's also like, that kind of symbolism type of thing. So that's why I've kept on to it. But yeah, this was just really like just awkward. And see, like it's on this thing. Like, what is this? What? But
I was wondering how it was sitting there. I didn't realize there was a hole for it to.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to show this off real quick. Harlem Globetrotters with their ball back. But yeah, so this is just the tip of the iceberg, though. I just wanted to get this out of the way. But yeah, shows I'm like I said, Carmelo Anthony. I was a big Knicks fan, and I do like basketball. So it's I don't know how much it's worth or anything, but I've just held on to it for quite a while.
So that was literally from when the draft was? Like,
yep, when he got drafted in 2003.
And then he went on to obviously do big things, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he played for the Denver Nuggets. He got drafted by them, and then he played for the Knicks because he played for a college team, Syracuse. And that's up in New York. So that's why he played for the Knicks, and didn't win any championships, but it's all good. He was still just great and fun to watch. One of my favorite players. So.
Very nice. Mello, is that what they call him?
Yep, Mello. Yep. So, yeah.
Good.
I think he's actually in the top 100 best players. I think that they did this year because it's the 75th anniversary of the NBA, and they did like the top, I think, 75 players, and I think he was like one of the top players
of all time.
Yep, of all time.
That's a
I don't know.
hard list to get on, I believe.
There's been lots of good people by now.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, there's of course there's Jordan and he got Magic and all those guys, of course. But
then you got like the old school players that everybody always is gonna list too, like Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain,
R.I.P. Bill Russell.
Was it Pat
Benatar? No, I'm just kidding.
What about Pistol Pete? Pete Maravich.
Oh yeah, Pistol Pete.
Yeah, I mean, like all.
Yeah, that's a basketball man.
See, look,
it down to 75 now.
Yeah, I think that's because they just did the 75 for the because of the 75 years. So
very nice.
Captain.
All right, that is round one for Rosko. Brian,
yes.
What are you bringing?
Out of my way.
It's I'm going to start out slow, but it is Spider-Man Day, and I am showing off
right.
This is a ticket from when the Amazing the Spider-Man originally came out. So this was released this was a screening ticket for Amazing. I keep saying Amazing Spider-Man back in 2002, a month before the movie was actually released.
What?
Lucky you.
That's cool.
So, and
I thought I saw it in theaters, but I never thought to keep the ticket.
Well, yeah,
I don't
this
think your
was like a
ticket looked like that either.
screening prior to it being fully released.
I was about to say, yeah.
It wasn't a screening I went to, but it was something that I had purchased, afterwards with some other stuff surrounded, around the movie. But this was one of the last movies that I went to the theater with my dad. So he always supported Spider-Man. Me seeing Spider-Man stuff as a kid. He took me to like a breakfast with Spider-Man one time, and he took me to. There was a toy store in the Northeast called Play World. It was kind of a competitor to Toys R Us, and they had like a new Spider-Man toy, and they had a Spider-Man appearance in the store one day. So my dad took me, and I got to, Spider-Man was there and the Green Goblin, and a woman came over to me and said, "Hey, when Spider-Man comes out, the Green Goblin's going to, surprise him. Can you yell to Spider-Man, 'Hey, Spider-Man, look out?'" And I looked at her and I'm like, "No, he's got spider sense. He'll know." And so I kind of blew up the whole game there. My smart ass, being a wise ass 5-year-old, I told the woman running the little promotion that nope, can't do it. Sorry.
Not true to the character.
Yeah,
it matters.
That ticket looks pretty minty too, mate. Looks pretty minty.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's actually been sitting on my dresser for 19 whatever it is. How many years? I think the movie came out in 2002.
So when that movie came out, you being such a big Spidey fan, how did you react to that movie? Like, what did you think of that movie when you first saw it?
Oh, I thought it was, the best movie ever. To being able, just the level of special effects compared to things that we've seen previously. My only probably other live action was the 70s show where the 70s Spider-Man where they used, a cargo net as his web. So, and animated stuff was good over the years, but this was, to have him swinging through New York City was, it was just blown away by the movie.
Because at the time, I wasn't really reading comics, but I loved Spider-Man comics when I was younger. So when that movie came out, I was so pumped, and I was blown away by it. It was so good. Until it came out on DVD, and then I watched it on like a little TV set, and it looked really bad. On the TV set in the cinemas, it was awesome. On DVD, I was very let down.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up as well as some other films, but that first time experience in the theater was like, oh, this is we finally made it. Spider-Man can swing and shoot webs like he should.
Very good, very good.
Awesome.
All right, that's your round.
That's it.
Very good, Tylox. What is going on, my man?
All right, what's up? So I'm gonna stick with Rosko's sports thing because I have a sports thing to show. So this year I started buying sports cards again, and mainly I collect baseball. But I mean, now it's gonna get to where I just buy a little bit of whatever. But I decided to do it to where every year I would pick a player that I liked and just buy cards of theirs throughout the year. Like every time I get paid, I'll buy like 1 or 2 or 3. You can usually find them on eBay for like mostly $1, even with shipping and stuff. So I'll just get a couple of them and get them sent to the house. And so this year I picked Ken Griffey Jr. So I bought this little case that holds 160 cards, and I figured surely he couldn't have more than 160, but I think I'm wrong. He's got tons of cards. I was like, this is ridiculous. Especially in the 90s, there was like 12 card companies. So yeah, I got
best swing in baseball ever, hands down.
like yeah, he had the greatest swing ever. Like everybody tried to copy it, and it drove coaches and like people at training camps crazy because it's all we wanted to do was hit dingers.
I think I ask this every time someone brings baseball stuff on, but how big is baseball still in America?
Pretty big still. It's probably not where it was, but it's definitely going pretty well.
Because like when I was younger, like I thought baseball was super cool, but I mostly knew about it from movies like Major League and things like that. And there were so many baseball movies back then, but I don't really see too many baseball movies and stuff anymore.
Yeah. I mean, there was Moneyball. That was recent, and that one was really
That
good.
was great. Moneyball was great.
That was spot on. And especially if you ever watch an interview with the real Billy Bean. It's like, okay, yeah, they were stretching with the whole with who they got to play it. But yeah, and he kind of looks similar. And like he was just a nerdy guy who was just really good at crunching numbers and was just like, who gets on base? Hire those guys. They're probably cheap anyway.
Yeah, last time I remember watching any baseball, Michael Jordan was playing baseball.
Oh wow! Actually, that's ironic you say that because I've been looking at getting on Amazon one of his baseball jerseys, one of the Barons baseball jerseys,
Really?
and they're not that expensive. And I was like,
baseball was so big back, I think, in the 90s, I guess. Like even Australia had their own. I played baseball in high school. I was shortstop. I remember we made it to the grand final and then got flogged. But yeah, I remember like it was such a big deal back in the day that even Australia had their own league that lasted, I don't know, maybe a season or two. But
yeah, Freaky Louie, that is the probably greatest baseball movie ever made.
Yep, so hands down.
Yeah,
funky butt loving.
Oh my god, was it Daniel Stern?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Such a great, that movie's great.
Like, you got to remember, in the 90s, we had McGuire, Canseco, Sammy Sosa. It was all the crazy home runs, and then
Maris. That was the Roger Maris race.
Everything going on with PEDs and steroids. It's kind of baseball's cooled off a little bit compared to.
I've done got to the point. I've done come to the conclusion where I'm just like, I know a bunch of little guys who hit home runs. It doesn't take being big. It's because those guys were getting old. You got to think those guys were getting up in their 30s, and they were still trying to do this on a daily basis. They probably would need something to even be able to play every game. Like it's not like they're 20.
Oh, Sandlot. Oh yeah,
so good.
Sandlot was really good.
We called it. That down here was called the Sandlot Kids. It wasn't called the Sandlot. It was called the Sandlot Kids in Australia. Yeah, different name. A bit weird.
It is one of the greatest soundtracks in movie history.
All right, we're back to Rosko.
Oh shoot. Okay, I'm totally prepared. I don't know what I want to show here. All right, you know what? I'm gonna show this. This is pretty cool. I found this recently, and I thought this was really neat. So I'm super glad. I thought I had lost this, and I'm so glad I still had it. But this is from 1964, 1965. It's from the New York World's Fair.
Oh wow!
It's this old pennant that I've had. Well, it was my parents.
That's
but yeah, and I mean it's got holes in it. I mean,
it gets the character.
Yeah, but the World's Fair was a pretty big thing back in the day. So, but my parents, like I said, this is theirs, but I've held on to it. Like I said, I'm so glad I found this recently. But the World's Fair was one wild time back in the day. They would, I think they would like release or show off major things from the world. So and
innovations and stuff like that. I think like World's Fair was where you saw like first microwaves and first types of cars, and
that's why the World's Fair was so dope. I mean, they even had what's it called? It's like a famous. They've had the famous pieces of artwork that have been there showing off. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like So like I said, I've had this. This is a pretty old school thing. What's up, okay? Appreciate everyone here in the chat hanging out. Thank you all. You guys are all amazing.
Man, Rosko, when Rosko comes on this show, he brings history, mate. I
try to bring, right?
Showing baseball cards from 1997, and he's up here showing stuff from 1972.
1960s, mate.
Yeah, so... like I said, I've recently found it. I put it behind me now, so it's one of the things that's going to be behind me.
But where was that? What's that flag? What's that from? Where did you? Were they handing those out? Are those things that you wave around on a stick? What's?
Yeah, it's a pennant. It's actually no, it's one that doesn't go on a stick. Or could it? Let's see here. Actually, you know what? You could put it on a stick, I guess.
Yeah.
And and
Was that something
flail
that
around.
hangs somewhere?
Simon, have you ever seen the movie Men in Black?
Yeah.
So at the end
Pretty
of
wild.
Men in Black, they show a scene from the part of the statues that were at the World's Fair in the 1960s. There's a baseball player from the Mets who's trying to make a catch, and it goes over his head. And then the big battle at the end of Men in Black is on the World's Fairgrounds. Yeah, and it's in Queens. It's in Queens, New York.
51 million. How is that possible?
That's insane.
How is that? What? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Over my head here.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
you know, I had to bring, I had, like, Simon, the last time I was on here, bro, I brought some crazy shit, man. So I had to, like,
Next,
I was
like, here's a blowtorch from 1872.
Imagine, that'd be pretty cool. Do I have one? No. But yeah, so my dad went to get. See, a lot of people went that year. 51 million to be exact.
It's ridiculous.
But yeah,
Very
so
good.
like I said, I had to show this bad boy off, even though it's falling apart and kind of crumpled. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's still.
Yeah, you need to put that in the glass case instead of the
Yeah,
basketball.
right. Yeah, let me get this basketball out of here. Awesome.
Very good. Very good. All right. Brian, try to top that.
Well, to follow that up now, I'm going to show you guys something truly amazing. Now, when the Spider-Man 2 came out, McDonald's had a bunch of Happy Meal toys. And so
Oh my god!
I'm going to show you a bit of Happy Meal history right here. It's
Oh man!
a Doc Ock little spring toy.
Oh,
Oh,
dude, that's
shoot.
cool.
Let me do that again. I don't think Doc was ready.
Well, performance issues.
Hey,
Woo. Hey, man, that's
bro,
so
and
cool.
I
It
don't
still
know,
works.
a little fun fact about Happy Meal toys. You don't actually have to buy a Happy Meal to get the toy.
Right.
You can just
Really?
buy the toy.
Yep.
And so I would buy, when they're all of the Spider-Man toys, and this was the only one that I've found that I still have. I would just go buy the toys
Yes.
and not the hamburger and French fries.
So insane. So I think it was about a year or two
I
ago.
was doing it
They
wrong.
released these little DC plushies for Happy Meals. It was like these tiny. They had like Superman, Batman, Flash, and all that. And I was like, I want those, right? So I was going in and getting them from McDonald's. I'd order my food, and I'd say, "Can I just get the Happy Meal toy?" And they were like $3. The Happy Meal's $5. So you may as well pay $2
you'd probably
for
be
a
better off,
cheeseburger, drink, and fries.
Yeah,
I
right?
mean, yeah,
So I was like, coming home
yeah.
with
You're
5
basically
Happy
saying
Meals.
paying $2 for a meal.
Well, and two, right? I think like last year or 2 years ago, they did Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
and
Oh,
that was
yeah.
like
robbing the
people were
stores. with them
stealing
pretty much.
cases of them, and it was craziness. So
Yeah, I've still got some sealed ones of those sitting in my drawer right here. Happy Meal Pokemon cards. I was going to do a video, which never happened, so I might just end up giving these away to like kids or something.
oh,
That's
very
how it
nice.
Yes.
So I mean, to follow up, the 55-year-old pennant, I'm giving you a crisp Doc Ock toy from McDonald's from 2005,
I know,
Wait.
right?
the
It's
best
still
Happy
working.
Meal-
and it
the
worked.
best Happy Meal toys ever were the Transformer ones. Remember, like the little fries and
Oh,
burgers that
man.
transformed into
Oh
robots.
yes,
Dude,
Were
those
those?
were awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, just quickly before Brian, what else did they have from that line? Just the Doc Ock? Like what?
I'm trying to think. I think there was like a Spider-Man. There was a web shooter that was like a water gun.
Yeah.
But I
Oh.
couldn't locate that. I forget what else was in that. I actually had them all, and I don't know if my kids got into them when they were young, but this one survived. Doc Ock survived.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Very
dope.
good. All right. Tylox.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Follow that.
What do you got now? This has been a really good round so far. What do you got,
So,
Tyler?
I
You better
have-
bring it, bro.
I have something from 2010.
Oh, all right.
It's
So
not a
everybody
competition,
knows
boys.
I collect. if you know me, you know I collect.
Oh, yes, I can see it. I can already
Yeah.
saw it.
So, this year I decided I was gonna start with one of my favorite bands, and I was gonna get all of Manowars albums. And until I realized that a lot of their albums weren't really pressed out in high numbers because they do all their own stuff. So some of them are kind of pricey. But I picked up the first one. This is a 2010 re-release, not remaster, re-release. They just re-released it. And I picked it up. I was going to get an original press out because they weren't that much higher. But, like, I don't know. I just knew that if I got a newer one, it would sound clearer and it wouldn't have been played as much. Like, this one was, like, near mint, you know, and there was a few of them. So that's the album cover front. And then that's the back.
Oh, that's dope.
I have the best cover art.
The best thing about this is it's not just a 2010 re-release. It is a 2010. There's the inside because it's a gatefold. Got all the lyrics and stuff because records. But the best part of this is I think they made like 500 or 1,000 white pressings.
Oh,
Beautiful.
So this one's like bone white or whatever.
That's beauty.
That's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah, if I can get that for like, you know, a little bit cheaper, and I know it'll be played less, like it'll be, you know, better quality and stuff like that. Because yeah, older vinyl is great, but it does break down over time, and it gets played a lot, and it gets scratched, get, you know, pops and clicks.
When I was buying vinyl, I guess older bands, I wanted the original pressing because when it's remastered and stuff, I get it's probably going to sound better.
I hate it remastered.
I want to hear it how it sounded back when it came out. So that's why I was always chasing the original pressings.
Here's a controversial take too about that. Like whoever remastered all Metallica stuff needs to be fired, like, and not used ever again. Because he took like all the fade in and fade outs away. Like anything that made the songs dynamic, now they're all just all in your face the whole time unless there's a break like in the song somewhere. But like he took like all the fade in and fade outs away, and you know some of the intro, like some of the outros, like when it would fade out at the end of songs, it just cut it all off. And I was like, dude, that was some of the mystique of the band is they could drone a little bit, and then all of a sudden it was just thrash, you know, and then they drone for a little bit at the end, and it was great. So yeah, I'm probably I work some overtime this week, and I'm gonna probably try to pick up a couple more Manowar albums here when I get paid.
There you go. There's a fish out of the cat. I want more cat content. All right, very good. Bringing some Manowar to the table. I like it. May your swords be wet, like a young girl in her prime.
Mm-hmm. It's so corny. It's so corny. It's so good. Like you have to, if you were in that band, you have to be ripped. You have to like, you know, be like macho, you know, woman chasing dude. You have to ride a Harley. It has to be a Harley. Can't be any other brand.
You have to worship steel and metal.
And they're like one of the loudest. They held the world records for being the loudest live band. They're 180 decibels. They give out earplugs at their concerts, and they're like, if you go deaf, it's not our fault.
Yeah, they give out earplugs to the pussies.
What?
All their songs are like, you know, denim and leather and motorcycles and women. It's just the corniest, greatest
I'm gonna have to jam some Manowar.
Do they have amps that go to 11?
They have let's put it this way, their PA system that they uses like 18s and 24s. And that's their PA. That's not the stuff that's sitting on stage. And all their stuff's custom built.
Cool. All right, let's move on. We're getting on. Rosko. Manowar, mate. Get on.
All right. Okay, so taking a break from history. I'm going to do... all right, so if you can see, like, behind me, I collect Funko Pops. And in my collection... I'm not going to show all of them because I don't have all that time, but I'm going to show some of my favorites. But I'm a huge fan of The Office. So I have all these different Funko Pops. You know, I'm such a huge, like I said, huge Office fan. But these are just some of the ones, like I like exclusive ones, like if you know Golden Face, Threat Level Midnight. And here's another funny one. Here's a deep cut too. Dwight Schrute as Recyclops. This is a Funko exclusive, limited edition exclusive here with his little milk carton. So that's let's see. Here's okay. I'll save that one for last. Here's Jim Halpert as Dwight Schrute. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. I mean, it's basically just Dwight Schrute, and they just put Jim Halpert on there, and that's what they got us. But it's a box lunch exclusive. So here's one of my all-time favorite characters. He's even up here, right there. I don't know if you can see him. Hey, yo, I'm Prison Mike.
Oh my God,
Prison Mike. This is one of the best ever.
Michael Scott was my favorite. I mean, I liked everybody else too. But...
Oh yeah, and then this is a new one that I just recently got. This is
pack.
the Michael Scott from the '80s with his fanny pack. The one from it's like a meme where he's with Ed Truck, and it's like an awkward handshake, and it's like I don't know if anyone's seen that meme, but he's got like a nice little mullet going there too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was the greatest thing I ever
saw. Writing for the best
Poluticorn, yes, Poluticorn. Yes. And then here's this one's my most. This one's cost the most in my collection. I had no idea that I think I got this for like I don't know, like maybe $15, and I couldn't believe that it's going for like I don't know 150 or something ridiculous. But it's the Dwight Schrute with a mini Dwight Schrute, if you can see in there.
Oh my God!
It's Dwight Schrute holding the Dwight Schrute, and he's doing the fist pump like, yes, it's me. I'm the bobblehead. Yep. So this was a fall exclusive. But yeah, I have a ton of them. I mean, I have so many of them. Here's one here's one. This one's pretty funny. This one was custom made. This was before they made a Michael Scarn. Someone made this, and it's a limited chase, and it's called the Threat Level Midnight. Someone made a sticker and everything. But look, he's in like a suit and his gun. Michael. I just wish it said Michael Scarn. If it said Michael Scarn, then it would be better. But look, it's like that they used the Michael Scott box. So they didn't alter it that way. But anyway, so yeah, I'm a big Funko guy. Absolutely. But I love The Office. Love The Office.
Everyone loves The Office, and I've never seen. I feel so out of place when everyone starts like everyone understands all The Office lingo, and I'm just like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You've never seen it? Oh man, you got to see it.
You know why? Because when the American show first came out, a lot of people were like, "Nah, the British show is better." And then I think it wasn't until after the first season where the American version got, because isn't the first season exactly the same as the English version?
It's very, very. What do you say? Like an no, it's very dry. It's dry humor. They try to do it very dry, you know. And so, and that's what happened. Like so they tried to mimic it, like almost, with season 1. But you're right, season 2 picked up like and went just off. That's
what I heard anyway. So I kind of never. But I always was preferring to. I wanted to watch the first. The British version, and I think maybe I caught a couple of episodes. But and then the American episode show just went crazy, and people were like all about it. So yeah, I never got into it. But how many seasons are there?
If I can recommend one episode, find the episode where the people in the office are playing basketball versus the people in the warehouse over who's got to work on the weekend.
Oh man, that's a really early episode, man. That's like
the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like
I want to say, I think that's season 1. That may be season 1.
It's so good. It's oh man, it was so.
Yeah,
funny.
That's a great one.
It was so stupid.
But yeah, I'm obsessed with The Office. Like I mean, even like my Christmas stocking is like Michael Scott. You know what I mean? Like, or it's actually Prison Mike. But Yeah, I mean, if you can see right here. Do you see Prison Mike is looking up there? You see him right there? There's Prison Mike up there.
Yeah, I have Dunder Mifflin pajama pants. That's
Yeah.
it's a thing here.
I love it. Love that show. All right.
Very nice. All right.
Top Prison Mike. I mean,
I can't. It's over.
right. So I'm gonna keep the Spider-Man theme going, and this I think is probably my only Marvel Legends figure that I own. But we have
nice.
Zombie Hunter Spider-Man with Doctor Strange cape, and it kind of looks like why am I drawing a blank on the actor's name? The picture
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. There you go.
Yeah.
So, but not only do I have the Zombie Hunter, so the black figures, the Marvel Black or Marvel Legends have a Build-A-Figure, and so I had the one piece that came with Spider-Man, but Switch Comics sent me most of the rest of them except for the Watcher's head. So I have a headless Watcher
What?
to go with Zombie Spider-Man, which is kind of, zombies may not always have heads. So a Watcher, no head, and Zombie Spider-Man. That's
Who does-
I love it.
What do you know? Which character? What toy comes with the head?
It is the I think it's the Black Panther figure. So I've looked it up. I just haven't. I want to buy it so I can place the head on the top of the Watcher, but I haven't tracked it down yet. So
it's like Christmas when you put the star on top of the tree and say you're putting the head on top of the wall.
Yeah.
I say you leave it, and he got a shrunken head. He met a witch doctor.
I tried to fit the additional Spider-Man mask head from this figure on here, but it didn't fit.
You should just find You should find just a random head.
See, that's
I
how
might
they
make one. I might just get some a styrofoam ball, and make my own. I think that's actually. I like that idea. I think I'll make my own. So if I don't get banned from the show, and if I do come back, maybe I'll debut the styrofoam head Watcher on the next episode.
Okay.
Nice.
Exactly, Lee. Lee said it right there. The Watcher from Beetlejuice. You're right.
Awesome. All right, Tylox, what you got?
Oh, huh?
So over the past, since over the past year, I've been slowly buying model cars, or die-cast cars. Christmas time or whenever I did my 100 subscriber giveaway, I gave away one of these, but I bought two of them when I saw them because there was two of them there. And I wasn't going to leave this sitting at the store. This is Batman and the Batmobile. They did double set for these. They were in Walmart. One from the animated series.
Oh, that is dope.
Yeah,
that's my favorite Batmobile. I'm sorry. That's my favorite one. It looks like a bullet. It's low to the ground. It was tons of horsepower.
I reckon it'd be really tough driving that one though, because it's so long. It's just
but they're all really long cars. Like even the original one that was named Barrows built. It's a like old Lincoln. It's super long.
Where's the limo parking?
We had the big fin up top that I wasn't a fan of. But
I've got the 89 and also the 66 version of Batmobile in that series. We sell them at my work now, those things. I was going to buy that one for Mark for his birthday. It was Mark's 50th birthday the other day. I was going to buy that because I know he loves the animated series, but I ended up getting him the Dark Knight Returns figure set with Batman in the suit and Superman. But yeah, I considered that one for a bit.
And so there's a guy who's on Spine Ticks and stuff and a lot of other shows, Bench Warmers with me tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Named Uncanny Swag. And he's been showing a lot of NASCAR stuff. And he started showing die-cast cars. And I was like, huh. So this is a Dale Earnhardt Sr., number 3 Goodrich, 1992 Chevy Lumina. 1 in 24th die-cast NASCAR model. I'm wanting to get this one. I'm gonna get like as many of it. Like there's a whole bunch of different ones that he's
What's
drove
that?
over. Yeah.
Where's that from? Is that from the 90s, bro? That box?
Yeah, this is a
Hello.
92. Yeah,
That's
this
awesome,
Is
bro.
this is before they switched to the Monte Carlos. It was like Luminas and Thunderbirds, and then they switched to Monte Carlos, and I think they stuck with Thunderbird at Ford because it has to be a four. It used to have to be a 4-door car. Now they race Mustangs, Camaros, and Toyota Camrys.
Camrys, really?
And Ford
Camrys.
The Camrys.
Yeah, like Camrys and Fusions are right in there with Camaros and Mustangs. But yeah, so I've been picking up these. I got a few other ones that I'm looking at. One of them I'm getting probably next is kind of an ode to my grandfather. He was a Darrell Waltrip fan. He loved Darrell Waltrip, and he used to drive a Mountain Dew car back in the late 70s, early 80s. That was, I think it was a Buick at that too. It was like a Buick LeSabre or something. And yeah, I'm probably going to get it next, but it's like white with the old school Mountain Dew logo on it.
Very good. That's your round?
That's it.
Very nice. All right, Rosko, what you got?
All right, we're going back history again. I'm going back in time.
God.
All right. So
This is a ticket from the Titanic.
this is a old cigar tin from a long time ago. No, I think it's from the 50s. But check this out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the inside is perfect.
What are you keeping there,
Oh
Wade?
man, it's metal. Yeah.
I had to take out. Oh, what's in there? Oh, what? No. Actually, you know what's in here is this is pretty cool too. This is pretty old. But this is like Scotch electrical tape. It came in this tin.
Yeah, I remember when they used to come in tins like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's in here.
Do you go to a lot of like flea markets and yard sales and stuff?
I used to yard sale a lot. That was always fun, you know. But you know, you find stuff that's just weird. But this was actually my grandfather's, to be honest with you. Or this is my great grandfather's. But look, you have the little stand that you can put it up, and it props it up for you. See right here, this little metal stand, and you can this is where they would be like, "Hey, get your cigars here. Hey, get your cigars here."
Back when you walked into like a club or a bar, and there was a guy just standing there, just like, you know, there was a girl that just like stood there at the door and was like, "Cigarettes, cigars, here, you have to have one if you want to come in." Like, you have to be smoking something.
Oh.
It makes you healthy.
But yeah, this has been in with me for quite a while as well.
Oh yeah,
so,
it's nice.
But yeah, look at that, huh? 5 cents.
I do like old tins and like things that you can use. Like, I've got this ancient like Superman lunchbox that I found at a toy store.
Oh,
it's all
nice.
like it's all like beat up and stuff, but I like use this just like I like all that sort of stuff. It's cool.
Yeah. It's ripe tobacco. Perfecto. But yeah, you know, you can keep your weed in here, man. No. I just had to clean it out before, you know, it came on.
You had to smoke it all.
No. But yeah, so this is something else I wanted to show. Like I said, this old school the guarantee. There's a guarantee on the actual box.
This tin will last into the 2020s.
It says, in 1929, a peak sales year, the Bayuk Philadelphia Perfecto was the largest selling 10-cent brand in America.
That's almost
Bayuk guarantees that this cigar today at 5 cents contains the same imported Sumatra wrapper and same fine ripe domestic and Havana long filler. It's all beat up. It's the same identical cigar We're not trying to rip you off. It's a guarantee. But anyway, yeah, so I thought this was pretty neat. Wanted to show this off.
Very good.
Nom, 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 nom. Look at that, though. That's clean, though.
It is. It's
I mean,
tip-top shape, mate.
right? I feel like this would be a billboard back in, like, the 1940s. Like, I don't know, just the way it's set up. What's it say down there? Oh, it's America's greatest cigar value. For those frugals. I'm not buying a 10-cent cigar. Forget that. Give me that 5-cent one. It says it's the same. That's what it guarantees you, that it's the same as if you buy a 10-cent. Like that's what their slogan was like, even though we're 5 cents, we're the same as the 10-centers.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Cigarette.
Yeah.
All right.
Phillies.
Very good, mate.
Man, this is
All right, Brian.
So what I'm going to show you is unopened, but when I do open it, you'd be able to put all of your cigars in this box as well. So not to be outdone by Rosko. But this is a recent win, actually.
Oh.
So big Lion Cat 646. I saw him this weekend at Terrific Con, Comic Book Con, and he actually gave this away. It was a win, and he gave this to me. So I do plan on building this at some point. Little 66 Batmobile with the Joker and Batman. Now, the 66 Batman was probably my first introduction to superheroes. So I used to watch, the reruns as a kid, and I had all of my, which I wish I could, still had. I had all of the Mego action figures: Batman, Joker, Robin, and I used to sit and watch the show, and whoever Batman was fighting that episode, I would sit there. If it was the Penguin, then I would sit there with Batman and Robin and the Penguin and watch the episode. So the 66 series has kind of a sweet spot for me, because I kind of grew up on it. But so this was an extra special win. I'm definitely going to build this and display this. So, and like I said, then once I open it up, I have a nice box for my cigars.
Nice. I wonder if Lego collectors, if they do keep the boxes once they've built them.
I don't know. My son has a couple. He has the Imperial Destroyer, a big Lego set, and we built that years ago. And we didn't keep the boxes. And he's got Slave One, Boba Fett's ship. He has a couple of them built. They're basically collecting dust in his room now, but and we never kept the box. So.
All right. Tylox. I feel like Tylox is like looking around for what he's going to show the next round.
He's going to show his cat.
Watch out, Salem. All right. So can everybody see this?
We see that. It's a light.
Spider-Man nightlight?
Yes. This is a Spider-Man nightlight.
Oh, man.
From the original 90s animated series.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
And it glows red and stuff like that. So yeah, I saw this. I was at my local comic book store picking up my pull, and I was just walking around, and this was sitting over to the side, sitting on a shelf, and it was like, I think it was like $5, and the reason it was like really cheap was because it had already been like halfway opened, like the bubble wrap or whatever, the bubble thing that came over it was like halfway undone, and so I was like, perfect. I bought it for $5, brought it home, plugged it in. And yeah, every once in a while, I mean, like, if I click it on or whatever, it's always worked. But still, I figured this would be something cool to keep.
Wait, does it only like you can have it so it's always on, right?
Yeah.
Please tell me that underneath that power plug is your Spider-Man books, because that's what you should be able to
locate.
It is not.
It is.
That's what you should do, mate.
Walking Dead. Well, it's my Web of Spider-Man books are right there.
Well, there
So,
you go. That works.
So
So it's a night light and a chick magnet all up in
all
one.
in one. Like, once the chicks see this, they're done. They're
It's all
done.
over.
Between this and the mullet and my Spider-Man socks,
It's over. They have no chance.
They have no chance. Well, they can't. It's already too late by then.
No, it's too late by that point. Yeah, you're already.
The roofie's already kicked in by then. No. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. No.
That's cool. That's cool. I've never seen those. I would like to actually see if there's more of that type of those kind of things. Very cool. All right. We have reached the final round, I believe. Are we up to the final round?
Is it me or does it go back the other way?
Nah, man. It's going to be you, mate. It's going to be you.
All right. No, I'm kidding. All right. So we're going to take this back to 1992, if that's cool with everyone. Brian had the whole, the toys with McDonald's and stuff. But, how about some McDonald's cups?
You don't. Is that from the original movie?
This is the 1992 McDonald's cup, and it's the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And the kids are in the car. I mean, it's the whole scene, man. The thing, it's like, like breaking through. The kids are freaking out.
You know what the roar was, don't you?
Me. No, I'm kidding.
It was a mixture between an elephant and a whale, and it was like played backwards.
Yeah, I heard it was something weird. Yeah, but there's all these facts on here and stuff, and but
can you still take that into McDonald's and get a refill?
No, I actually, it's funny. I do use these though. I haven't used the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the T-Rex one yet, but I do use. I haven't used this one yet either. This is the Velociraptor.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good one.
Banger.
I bet you the Triceratops one's hard to find too.
Breaking right through. I'm gonna get you, bitch. And she's like, no, like just the whole scene here. But yeah,
that's right. That's right.
It's Homegirl. Oh no,
I'm surprised. I didn't know Jurassic Park had such a big following. Like, I remember obviously back when that movie came out, it was epic, right? But I didn't realize that a lot of toy collectors and stuff, they love all the Jurassic Park merch. Like, I didn't realize it was such a big, like, people loved it so much.
All right, and this one's my all-time favorite cup. I mean, I use this cup only because I love it so much, and it is
the Dilophosaurus.
Yep, and the reason why is because
please tell me he's on it.
And it has Newman, baby.
Newman.
Yeah. It's got Newman on it fighting the creature or fighting the dinosaur here. I mean, how is this not amazing?
The best, Jerry, the best.
Newman.
I forgot he was in that. That's right.
Yep. So yeah, those are the three that I have. So
very, very cool.
1992. And they're the real 1992. They say
I think when Lee from Whack was on last time, he had the Batman mugs that came from McDonald's. It's cool.
You can't see it, but
you ain't getting that.
Yeah, that's all right. I believe me. No, I just made these in my 3D printer. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so those are the only three I have. I think there's one or two others. I think there's one with the bronchial. Is it the bronchiosaurus? The ones with the long neck, the brontosaurus,
yeah,
right?
Brontosaurus.
Yeah, I think there's a brontosaurus one, and I don't know if. Imagine if he's like the guy when he's taking his sunglasses off. That'd be the best if it was on there. But yeah, I think that's the only one I don't have. Nice. I got it, and you know where I got these from? You ready for this? I got these. Okay, here we go. I got these for 98 cents a piece. Look, it's still on here. 98 cents. I got it for 98 cents a piece on these, and I got it at Goodwill.
Very good.
I never find good stuff.
Looks like I got it for $598. You know.
$598.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. We are down. We're getting close to the hour. But Brian, what are you going out with, mate?
I'm going to show a little. I'm a big music fan. My favorite band is U2. And my wife and I met because of the band. We back before online dating. I was on AOL, she was on AOL, and we had screen names that were associated to the band U2. And we met and we chatted online, and then eventually we talked on the phone, and eventually we met, and now we've been together forever and 3 kids and the whole story. But so I don't have a lot of vinyl records. The only records that I have are U2 records. And so I'm going to show you, this was an original U2, The Unforgettable Fire. So really the only, I have very few vinyl records, but like I said, they're all U2.
Is that the like? When did you buy that? Did you buy that back in the day, or
this is from when
Okay,
I think this was 83 that this was released. So yeah,
Brian,
so
can you sing us one of the songs?
That I will not. But yeah, so I just dropped it and broke it up.
Oh jeez! Oh my. Thanks for having me on, Simon. I'm out of here.
Well, that's
I'm definitely more of a digital music. I have a lot of stuff on in files and not so much because I used to have cassettes as a kid and then CDs, and now we've fully gone digital. But like I said, the only vinyl that I own are YouTube. So
we could have done themes. We could have done like each round. Like I had Pops. We could have all showed Pop one round and records one round.
Eventually, I want to do some specials. So I want to do episodes where it's very themed to like like Star Wars or something like that, and whatever it be, pop vinyls or statues and things like that. So I do want to eventually go down that route too. But I still got plenty of guests that I need to get on here. So yeah. Very good, mate. Bringing some music. I like it how people bring different stuff, because obviously in the beginning I was only expecting people to bring toys and things. I never expected people to bring radios from the 50s and things like that. Like but that's sort of stuff that you don't see, and that's what I want.
Like antiques and stuff.
Yeah, like that's cool. Like it's cool to have to throw that stuff in as well. So yeah, it's awesome.
My thought process was I was going to set the bar very low for my first appearance so that I can really step it up on the second appearance. So I think I've achieved that. I really think I've achieved that.
I should have done that. I didn't. No, now I'm out buying stuff. No, I'm spending money to be on Simon's show now.
Well, that's what I started doing in the beginning. I was like, I need to buy more stuff. All right, we're getting close to the hour, Tylox. So let's wrap it up. What you got?
All right. Last for me is another hobby that I have. This is my 2018 Epiphone Les Paul standard. They originally retail for I think $5.99. I bought this used off Guitar Center online during Christmas sale for $300. I'm looking at getting an amp right now and starting to get something going. So yeah, comes with humbuckers. The toggle switches the knobs are they're like a soft rubber instead of hard plastic. And I feel like that gets me a better grip. But I saw this thing and I looked at it and I was like, man, I know they say never buy them online. Always put it in your hands. Go find you something you can actually, feel if you're going to like it. But I took a shot, and when I got this thing in, it's real. This is the best neck on a Les Paul I've ever felt, because it's not like a baseball bat. It's flat, and it's thinner. It rings out really loud. It sounds really good. I got a buddy of mine's amp that I borrowed from him when I first got it, and I tested it out, and it sounds incredible. It feels incredible. It's, mahogany body, maple cap, pinstripe.
Play Freebird.
I was gonna say,
You have no idea how much I heard that when I played in a band. Like every show, somebody would scream that out, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Like I've heard it screamed out at an ICP concert at one time.
you got to play. You got to play, and I think you could probably play it. The most famous metal song right now. What is it?
What, Master of Puppets?
Yeah,
Everybody just discovered existed.
that is absolutely the most
Like
famous
my
metal
first
song right now.
tattoo. My first tattoo is a Damage Incorporated. This was like a promo sticker or something when the album came out. It was a skull with like the clubs going through its head and stuff like that, and that was like my first tattoo. Like I love that album. That's my favorite Metallica album, and I'm just now like people are just now realizing that's the greatest album they ever wrote. So
Play it. Naman wants you to play it.
I don't have an amp right now. I'm about to get one. Literally.
Pretend to play for him.
Air guitar.
Well, he knows you're not playing it. You don't have the guitar in your hands.
All right.
Naman's like, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of musos in the comic book scene. It's cool. All right, well, we've reached the hour, so I'm going to wrap it up. But as always, well, before I actually pass it on to you guys, just make sure, guys, if you're watching, to make sure you're following all these guys. The Instagram and YouTubes are below. And also, if you did enjoy this, again, every episode is listed below as well with a link, so you can check out some previous episodes if you're interested. So we'll do the rounds and let us know what's going on your channels. We'll start off with the man from the secret time traveler.
You can catch me tomorrow. I'll be on Benchwarmers over on Cardboard Crazy's channel, where we show off like cards and hauls that we've had, mostly cards. But I'll be unpacking. Spoiler alert! Here we go. If anybody is interested, if you want to come by, I'll zoom up on my face and scare the hell out of everyone. Hey, what the hell? Okay, all right. I'm going to be opening up these bad boys right here. So be excited for that tomorrow. I really haven't been doing anything on my channel lately. But I will be doing a Rosko's Late Night Addiction next week. Next week I'll do a Rosko's Late Night Addiction. So check out my channel, Geek Out with Rosko. Check out my Instagram, Geek Out with Rosko. I've been doing artwork. I've been sending stuff, packages to people with, just putting little thank yous in people's little with packages when people bought stuff from me. This community is absolutely incredible. I love everyone in there. You guys have been so amazing. Everyone's still getting their packages. I'm still sending packages out almost every day. I know people are getting them slowly but surely. Tylox, yours is coming soon, bro. Oof. So, but yeah, so like I said, just want to say thank you again to this amazing community. Just check me out, Geek Out with Rosko. I'm gonna do shorts. Check your shorts; those have been fun. So yeah, check me out. Simon, thanks again for having me. And check out these other guys that are here, Brian and Tylox. Amazing channels. Check those guys out as well. Appreciate you.
Nice, mate. Nice. All right, Brian, what you got going on?
I have every Friday I do a comic book community 411, and so an interview with community members. And this Friday we have Comic Cap, who's on. I have Southpaw Brad coming up, Otto Talks Comics, some future shows. So Fridays, those interview shows premiere. But next Monday I have a mail call from Rosko. So Rosko was mentioning he's sending out some packages. Just got my package over the weekend, and so did a video for that. So Monday, I bought a couple books from Rosko, but he threw in a bunch of other books in the mail call, and I actually posted up on Instagram. He sent me a sketch of Batman as well, which I was totally blown away by there was a card and the sketch and some additional books. So Rosko, thank you so much for that. It was really, really unexpected. So I really do appreciate that. So definitely check that out. And then, the big news is Comic Book Community Awards. The nominations have closed. Committee is hard at work getting all of the finalists together. And August 19th, Friday night, we're going to do a live stream to announce the finalists in each of the categories. So
That's it.
that's it.
Very good. Very good. Tylox?
So tomorrow I will be on Benchwarmers with Rosko, and I think Uncanny Swag's going to make it, and Cardboard Crazies. Be doing Benchwarmers. I'll be showing some cards I picked up. Some of them are rookie cards, so stay tuned for that. And also I will be opening this package that I got from Tony Sanders.
Oh,
So that should be pretty fun. Let's see. My next Tunes and Collections is August the 21st with Zach Hembre from Hembre and the Satan Sisters. He's also played with Music Hates You and Sour Vein. So I think he's showing his record collection because that seems to be a trending. There's two trends that I have found with musicians. All of them collect records, and a lot of them collect taxidermy.
huh?
Yeah, like literally. That is like the most popular thing. I've had 3 or 4 people be like, I have taxidermy stuff all over the house. And I'm like, I'm not surprised. I've heard that a lot.
It's wild.
Let's see. Saturday, I might be on Spine Ticks if there's room. Because I'm off this weekend. I have a haul video tomorrow. No, don't vote. No, it's not common. It's Tylox. There you go. That's who you vote. Best hair. Actually, I found out that there is a local town is having a mullet competition. And
I gotta get on that.
Yeah, and I really just want to enter. The prize has to be a Trans Am. Has to be. If it's not a Trans Am, I will be disappointed highly.
Got to have some T-tops so that mullet can blow in the wind.
It's got to be. If it's a mullet competition, it either has to be something to do with Winston cigarettes or Trans Am.
What's up, old wolf? It's a bit late.
Oh, wolf.
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming on, and hopefully again we'll have you guys back on again. Rosko, you've probably got a break for a while. You got enough time to head down to the flea market and stuff.
Yeah,
to grab
right.
some more antiques. And these will get another
My
another
goodwill.
yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming on, and obviously I appreciate everyone for hanging out in the chat. It was another fun one. And again, I'm going to try to organize more of these. I really enjoy these, and it gives me a chance to meet more of you guys too, because I don't really get a chance to jump on streams as much as everyone else because I'm always working when you guys are streaming. So yeah, good times. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, keep it simple.